So this was the initial pond design, which we honestly stayed fairly true to during the build. We were between two different pond shells and decided on this 275-gallon shell as it was honestly closer to a lake shape. Concrete, all the wood, we got everything stacked up in the golf cart ready to go. This is only half of it, the rest 4x4, everything else is out back. Yep. Ready to rumble. Deck time. The wood is back here. We are ready to rumble. We have 10-foot long planks, which should give me 10 feet wide aboard. They're 6 inches a piece. Probably a little extra for the decking. Got my 4 2x4s and my 1 post that I'll cut in 3 for the 3 corners. We're basically posting there, here, and here. The third corner is going to sit, if you can see where the roots are, that's going to be the base, and we're going to level everything off of whatever point we can shape down and find right there. So we're just going to square it off, and then this is going to be the pond. Going to the store, and then my daughter and I are going to start digging this so we can see how it turns out. Guys, so I'm back. Here are the rocks and some wood. We took down a big tree on the other side of the yard for my daughter's playground. So we're actually going to use some of that wood. I'm going to cut all the trimmings off and use it as driftwood in the bottom. I think it'll be great structure for the fish here. One thing I forgot to say is luckily our yard dips everywhere. So I'm trying to level it. So this digging out all this 47 times 5, 40 square feet of pond plus 2 feet deep. So I mean 60 cubic, 70 cubic feet is really going to help me with filling in this gap here, which I've already done. That's 4 wheelbarrows, and then where that pile is over there, I have another couple. So like, we're working on it, but it's getting there. There's a lot happening. Tomorrow, a lot more of this should be done, and then I'm going to start working on 2 projects at once. I kind of forgot. I have landscape lighting as well, so I'm going to be doing the landscape lighting now that we took down 5 more trees today and trimmed everything, got all the stumps gone. Landscape lighting is going to be going in along with the pond over the next 2 weeks. Okay, we are 10 to 12 wheelbarrows in. This is about the depth. Once that's flattened out, that's going to be the depth. But we have to go another 1.5 feet wide and all the way down to where that stick's sticking up down there. Of course, there's a sewer or a sprinkler line. I have to go through and see. I'm 50-50. I turned on both zones and nothing seemed to be running through there. So I don't think it's active. The last thing I need to do is cut it and have an open line. So I might just have to cut it and reroute it around. You know, it's always something fun. But we'll kind of see. Once I get more of that, I'm basically going to dig the whole hole and just let it float in the middle, and then I can figure that out. It'll be the easiest when I can see the most of the line to troubleshoot it. And then down here, some massive roots. We have this tree right here, and these roots have come down and just made a nightmare. So luckily, I think that's right where the pond edge kind of niches in. So if you look over here, the pond, it actually bows in, which is great. So that edge will be where the rock is on the other side, and where it tucks in and it has this little pocket down there. I think I can position it right so that pocket's where the roots are, and it saves me a ton of hassle. It's a lot of small roots. I just keep cleaning the roots out and then digging a little deeper, moving things around. Should have this done in an hour or 2. Luckily, my yard is very low and not even. So this is 10 wheelbarrows worth of soil, and it looks like nothing has even happened, and there's still a big hole over there. So luckily, I'll have place to use all the soil and it'll actually help everyone out. So we'll see. I'll hopefully be back in a little bit and show you when the hole's done. The hole is much bigger. We are 10 more wheelbarrows worth of dirt out. This area is exactly how big it needs to be. We just need to arch out this area and create the depth on that side of the sprinkler line. Trim all these roots. These are the roots I've trimmed so far. As you saw before, the yard is full of piles of soil, but it's actually starting to level out. So I'm hoping by the end we'll actually have a decently level yard, so it could be a double win project here. And then I'm trying to figure out where my posts are going to go in the back to do the deck area. But yeah, my goal is to get the hole dug today, and then I'll deal with the sprinkler line and actually setting the pond tomorrow and starting the deck. Hopefully the base project will be done Sunday. What is up, guys? We are back at it. Later in the day, I've got the saw out. Pond is set for the most part. It's level. I'll have to adjust it a little, but positioning's pretty much locked in. It's 5 feet, exactly like I wanted from the gate. And then we have our 2 posts dug. This one's gonna have to be cut off. Another hole here, and then I have a 4th in that corner there. So we're gonna have it nicely framed off. I'm gonna end up concreting all of those in today and probably get the exterior framing in today. And then tomorrow's goal is to plumb everything and fill the pond so I can start running all of the plumbing, electric, everything under here, and for the waterfall here over to there. Get everything tucked away, have the filter in the corner where the shovel is. And once all of that is done, then I can actually put the top of the deck on. I did cut 2 boards. Looks really nice. Here, I don't think I have I don't have a front beam there to do it. I'll show you in a few minutes. Well, in this video, for me it'll be a while, but you guys will see it laid out once I get that 4th one in. I'm gonna build the frame out and I'll concrete those 4 posts in, let them sit. Probably says quick set. I could probably start building the deck or at least plumbing everything today. But we'll see. I'm hoping tomorrow I can get the deck done, at least get this filled in. Should be a 2 to 3 day weekend project for me, and then I'll get the video kind of uploaded for you guys. Long day. Pond shell is fully set. I do have to, sprinklers need to click back on again, so I have to check that pipe. I have fully built out the frame and concreted in our 4 posts, so it's fully set, it's leveled. I am going to clean the sand. Once we're done cleaning the sand, probably wash it 2 or 3 times, I will fill the bottom with the sand with one of the sticks. I'm not sure what we're going to use here for decor, but one of those, and then I'm going to fill it with water tonight. See how it settles, see how it sits, and then tomorrow, once it clears up a little, I'm going to try and plumb it, run everything, and then once all of the plumbing's done, I can do the decking. And then once the deck is done, probably tomorrow or Monday, I'll then be able to landscape and do everything else. But want to get the basics done, all the plumbing and all of that done tomorrow, so I need to get at least a little bit of water in there now so I can set everything. So this ends up being the end to part 1 of a 2-part series on the 275-gallon pond build. The first portion was digging the hole, planning it out, getting the pond shell in, picking what shell we wanted, and getting the base for the deck done. Part 2 is going to be the sand that we're washing was going to go in. We're going to do a landscaping. We're going to put the deck top on and stain it, do the waterfall, do the rock edges, do the plumbing, do the electrical, put some live plants in, maybe even add a catfish, crawfish. Just got to check it out and see. Promise you you'll catch me.